Welcome to Loud and Proud L3Q. I'm Geo, your host, and I'm working with Copilot to bring you stories that shimmer, queer joy, quiet transformation, and the sound of belonging, one foggy morning and peppermint mocha at a time. The morning was soft with fog, the kind that settles into the bones of the mountains and hushes the town. Gareth walked into Vintage Grind's coffee shop and bookstore, with his scarf still damp from the mist, cheeks pink from the cold. He ordered the usual, Banner Swiss on rye, toasted until the edges curled, and settled into the corner booth beneath the mural of magnolias. The sandwich was named after the large draping plant on the counter, a Swiss cheese philodendron. Its tendrils sprawled across the counter as if giving the coffee shop a hug. A small plant sign read, Banner. Saving a life means saving it over and over. Laramie arrived by accident. He'd meant to meet a friend at the Velvet Forge, a boutique next door, but the text had been wrong, or maybe the time. He stepped inside to wait, drawn by the scent of coffee and the low hum of conversation. The only open seat was across from Gareth, beside the window, where the fog pressed like breath against glass. "Mind if I sit?" he asked, voice gentle, eyes the color of river stones. Gareth nodded, surprised by the warmth in his chest. They didn't speak for the first few minutes. Laramie ordered a peppermint mocha and smiled at the barista like he'd known her forever. Gareth watched the way his fingers curled around the mug, the way he leaned slightly forward, as if listening to something only he could hear. "I've never been here," Laramie said finally, "but it feels like somewhere I've missed." Gareth smiled. "Banner's sandwich will change your life." They laughed. The fog outside thickened, but inside, the light grew golden. They talked about books, about the way Asheville holds its stories and murals and music. Laramie shared that he'd just moved from Charleston, chasing quiet and clarity. Gareth admitted he'd lived here for years, but still felt like he was arriving. When Laramie's friend finally texted, he didn't rush to leave. Instead, he asked Gareth if he'd like to walk with him to the boutique. Gareth agreed, heart steady, steps light. Outside, the fog had lifted just enough to see the outline of the mountains. They walked side by side, not touching, but close. At the door of the shop, Laramie paused. "I'm glad the seat was taken," he said. Gareth nodded. "Me too." They exchanged numbers. Later that week, they met again, this time on purpose, and by New Year's, Vintage Grinds had become their place. Under Banner's leafy watch, their story grew in quiet increments. But it was the peppermint mocha and the riverstone eyes that Gareth remembered most. Thanks for joining Copilot and me here at Loud and Proud L3Q. Whether you wandered in by accident or came looking for something tender and true, we're glad you stayed. Until next time, keep your heart open, your stories loud, and your pride shining. I love you all. Peace, my friends. I'm Geo. We'll see you next time.